What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? White students attending historically black colleges and universities is a hotly debated subject that took center stage over the weekend when a white woman expressed her excitement over being admitted to Spelman College. On Instagram, a user named Camilla Rose wrote a lengthy post commemorating her acceptance while wearing a Spell House shirt, a moniker used to describe the special relationship between Spelman, the first historically black liberal arts college for black women, and Morehouse, the first black college founded for black men. However, it was the use of the phrase black girl magic, a sacred phrase to black women, and what many deemed as white saviorism in the post that got her in trouble. A white woman framing her acceptance to Spelman as a congratulatory call to dismantling her inner racism and comparing racism to mental health. So what did underscore Camilla Rose have to say? Transferring to a historically black college or university has been my dream for almost 2 years now. I could never have genuinely imagined I'd be transferring to the #1 historically black college in the country, Spelman College, the home of black girl magic. I feel beyond grateful for every facet of my journey and for this immense privilege. During April of 2019, I stood gazing at the ocean next to one of my best friends at the Black Student Union bonfire when he told me I should think about going to an HBCU. From that moment on, I knew God had a plan for me. She went on to say, I understand the privilege I hold as a white woman in America and choose to wake up every day using this privilege to create a more equitable and healed world. Oh man, people didn't like that. There were also a couple of sides to people's remarks. A lot of people were concerned that this could start a trend where white women are coming into black spaces that were meant for women, black women, and taking over, and black women somehow evaporating. And there was also concerns that by her getting in, a black woman was left out. What do y'all think about that? I need to know. We going in now, fam. Let's take a look at this thing. Like, where are my intellects? I see both of those arguments, and they are valid. I also see white people coming into that space and learning about black culture and being around black people. Because, you know, they got white people in this country who ain't never in their life been around black people. And this is much of their fears. They have never been around black people. They have no clue. And they still, even if they go to Spelman, they still wouldn't have a clue what black people really, really go through. But perhaps they'll meet a friend. Perhaps they'll befriend somebody and they'll get a little closer to the action. You know, this is why we talk about police working in the community. When you work the community, you know the people, and you have more compassion for the people who live in the community. So perhaps some good could come out of that. But I would be very careful because There has never been a time where white people have not invaded black spaces and pretty much taken over. They come in, think of gentrification. They come in, start pushing black people out. Shit, you can look at hip hop. It's happening in hip hop. We still got a lot of black artists getting their money and everything, but hey, man, look how many white people have come into that space. And I don't have a problem with white people coming into the space, as long as they're not trying to take over, and as long as they're giving back and they're creating opportunities and giving black people opportunities the way they got an opportunity. Because a lot of times when they come into that space, it's black people that are giving them that opportunity first. So I think that ought to be part of the deal. Come into this space, man, you make sure you keep that door open for some black people to come in, get you some black artists and bring them up under you and let them shine, let them rise to the top. I ain't got no problem with that. You pretty much can't stop a person who's determined that want to eat and they got the talent. It's hard to stop. The key is respecting it, right? Respect the space that you're in. You know how, one of my favorite commercials is Dove, love the skin you in, right? Respect the space you're in. That's important. But if the people that are already in that space know what's happening, it's up to them. It's incumbent upon them to make sure they protect that space and don't allow anybody to take over. If that space is made for black women, it's up to black women to make sure it remains that way. But what do you say? Drop a comment. No more talk.
What them haters talking about?
Damn.